road if we don't do something better. Because we got to have some people that believe in the rule of law. Thank you.
To Baldwin, Missouri, this is Rick, Republican. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for taking my call. So opportunistic here. The biggest losers this year is the Democratic Party that does not recognize the real racism that's a problem in this country, is the cries from the African American community about racism and white supremacy. Meanwhile, the crimes against Asians by blacks is out of control. And I called 10 minutes ago after first hearing one lady call in about racism, and she's African American, and claiming about whites racism. And just look at another caller, just two prior to me, saying white supremacism is the biggest threat. You need to all have an overdue conversation about black on Asian violence.
Rick, where do you think
the frequency?
Where do you think we are? Are we getting better on this topic of racism in this country? Are we becoming a less racist country?
No, it's worse right now. I am white, and I have two Asian daughters that were adopted from China 20 years ago. And I need to have, and my wife need to have, the conversation that the black community claims they always have to have. Our conversation needs to be, watch out in black neighborhoods or for blacks, because the crime and the hatred towards Asians is on the rise. It's breaking my heart, and the left and the Democrats keep going on and on. They always talk about people of color. Well, it's always black and brown. So I am not racist. I adopted another race, okay? So the people on the left need to wake up. There's a gentleman a few minutes ago who served his country from Vietnam. He said he was over in the Far East. Does he not recognize that hate crimes against Asians by blacks is on the rise? And the political leaders and activists in media they've attributed the rise in hate crimes to Donald Trump and his use of the China virus or Kung flu. But he didn't inspire people on the left, racially motivated violence in heavily Democratic areas. The Democrats aren't listening to him, but meanwhile, blacks are committing crimes against Asians. They're hitting them with hammers. People are being in the attacks in the San Francisco, Oakland, Los Angeles, New York, Seattle were all on the rise this year. A female black suspect struck a 31-year-old Chinese woman in the head with a hammer in Midtown Manhattan. East Harlem, a black man viciously attacked a 61-year-old as he was collecting used cans. So the statistics go on and on and on.
That's Rick in Missouri. This is Tony.